Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do a video, and this video is for one of my viewers, and her name is Grace Place on YouTube. So you guys have been with me. I've done the faux leather with the brown paper bag and paint, and she wanted to see it done in silver because she wants to do an accent wall. So I thought I would do a quickie and show, what you can do. So this is just plain old brown paper. You can get this, geez, I mean, it's a brown paper. You could get paper bag from the grocery store. You can go, if you're going to do a big amount, you can go to Lowe's, Walmart, that kind of thing, and buy it in a roll. It's everywhere. This is packaging that came in like, boxes from Amazon and that kind of stuff. So I got a piece here. Okay, one of the first things I like to do is squirt it a little bit. We'll keep all jokes out today. And I'm just gonna do this. Look at me, how fun. I'll bet you didn't know. Now you could go further and further with this, where you could really wet this right now, leave it dry, and then unwrap it. You can, I mean, there's a million different, scenarios that you can do. Because I'm going to be doing a video, I'm not going to really make it too soaking wet, and it still will come out pretty wrinkly. But believe me, if I would stick this in like some water right now and then pull it out and it'd be soaking wet, and I'd do it real tight, leave it there overnight, come back, unwrap it, delightfulness. And I love doing this. I've made journal covers. I've made pages for in journals. I've done all kinds of stuff. So you can really use it the way you want. Now, I have done this in several colors. I know I've done it in like a dark brown. And I've done it in umber. And I've done it in umber. I've done it in like a blackish gray. I think I've done it in purple. I've done it in all the colors. So I'm going to use silver in this, this sense, but you can, use whatever color you want. Maybe you want to do like rainbow. Maybe you want to, it doesn't matter. But let me show you something. Look at how cool that is. Look at the wrinkles. So you can imagine if we dry brushed, let me just show you real quick because I get way too excited for these type of things. Let me show you. And then I'll show you the two different ideas for the silver that I have. And of course, you don't have to always follow what I do. Okay. So I'm just going to shake this up. This is asphaltum. You guys know I've been using it like insanely and I love it. But I'm just going to do a little bit. We're going to go and dry. So, dry brush. This is, I don't even know what kind of brush this is, but you can go to the dollar store. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Lowe's, Home Depot. You see what I'm saying? Just get cheap chip brushes or whatever kind of brush you have. Just do it dry. Use a makeup sponge. You do whatever you want. And I'm going to just kind of swirl it around and lightly, we'll do right here. Lightly, lightly, do it like this. And what happens is, real light touch. We're not going hard on this one. Sometimes we like it hard. Sometimes we just like to do light. Okay. All right. So you can see how that looks and that just changes it? I mean, it's awesome. Now, sometimes what I'll do, and I'll do it here, and then we'll go on to the silver here. I will wet my brush with that little bit of brown, and I'll go in, and I'm going to do a water application. And I'll go in, get a little bit more of my paint if I want a little bit more water. And get it really down in them little nooks and crannies. Okay, now you can see that kind of spreads that out straight. So if I'm doing a whole piece like this, I can now squish this back up, or I'll dry it real quick just to show you. And can you see those veins coming back a little bit? It's not as, I like it better like this, but you can see that you get like this really cool texture. So, leather's different everywhere, any kind you get. We're making faux leather. All right, so we'll just leave that sit there and dry. And then what I'll do is go in at the end, like once this is dry, and just lightly go over it like this. And oh yeah, it's so delicious. Okay, so cleaning off my brush. Now I'm going in with the silver. So we'll do the silver. We'll start it here. And this is metallic. This is Martha Stewart. Of course, use whatever you want. Copper, bronze, you know what I'm saying? You could do yellow. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color you do. Okay, I don't know why. I do it all the time too. I say the same. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit. You just want to start with a little bit. Now, depending, do you want it to be saturated? I'll do it both ways, but just go in and we're just dry brushing right over. And I'll go in a little circle. Oh, this is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it already. You know, and again, depends on how deep you want it. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? And what it's doing is picking up, look at that, on all the delicious crumblies. Oy, 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 oy. Crumba, ay crumba. Going in just a little bit, go a little bit heavier over here and push a little bit harder. I'm not adding any water because if you, now listen, do you have to use brown? No. Use a piece of printer paper. Do you know what I mean? If you want, go to the scrapbook section in your craft store and get silver. You know, it could be anything you want. Anything you want. It's all about you this year, right? All about you. Grace Place, this is all about you, this video. I'm sending you so many blessings and love. And I'm so thankful for you. And I'm so thankful that you left a comment and wanted to see. Thankful for all of you. Okay. So I'm going to just show you the difference. Now, I added no water. Okay, so you can see this. You get so many different kind of things. Let me just get the rest of this up. And I'll just dry brush it like that. Okay. And like I said, I sometimes like to squish it again. You don't have to. But let's look. Look at that, how pretty. And that is how you would do that. If, again, you want it to be a little bit more saturated, let's just go for it because I get very excited. I will wet my brush the littlest bit. You can still see I have color on there. And I'll go in, we'll go here. And we are going to, you can see I'm just using a little bit because I just want that base colored. Oh my God, this puppy today. I'm just going to tell you, I can't. Okay. I'm having my family over Sunday. I've not had anybody at my house. Well, my daughter's boyfriend, but I haven't had, okay, I'm going to just do this real quick, scrunch it up and show you. Anybody at my house in since my son died. Nobody. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't really done much around my house. It's not a yucky house, but I haven't repainted. I haven't done, I had to rip the rug off the steps coming up and I have to paint it. I'm very blessed. Plaid sent me paint to use, which I'll be doing, and I'm going to do a video. But I just haven't done it. Let me do this piece too over here. I've just been depressed. You guys know like what I go through, and then being sick on top of it, blah, blah, blah. So I decided I'm going to bite the bullet. My anxiety's starting now. And I know my dad will be like, what about that? What about that? You know, the whole thing. That we all have parents and, you know. Yeah, look at that. So I'm very, very stressed. Stressing myself out. Still need some more because she's talking too much. So I started cleaning, you know, like a little heavier clean than normal. I do have, you know, I've been rescuing animals for over 20 years, and we're down to 4 cats and 4 dogs, I believe. So it needs a, you know, like the little nooks and crannies done. So you guys send me good energy and love and positivity and everything to get through. My mom and dad are coming, my sister, my nephew, and my brother-in-law, and our one friend, my sister's friend, but now our friend too. He's kind of like family. And my daughter's boyfriend. And I'm very excited, but my anxiety, like I realized today I can't breathe, like it's getting bad. So I don't know if anybody can relate. I get terrible. Okay, so you can see now. I know, like who the heck cares, Kelly, right? Okay, now this depends on too, like what the heck squeak was that? Got real excited about what I was gonna say. This also depends on the color silver you want and all that goes along. This is metallic. You can get, let me just tell you something. And I know everybody's going to be like, oh, plan. I have this. It is called brushed metal from Plaid. This is, what color are you? What color are you? You are brushed pale silver. I also have sitting here, color, brushed pearl gold. So there's that. And I will just show you the difference of this metallic paint. So this stuff, everything. Okay, so I'm going to dip in and I'm going to brush off. Dip in, brush off a little bit. Watch this. Watch how this just adds. It's like putting Jeffree Star highlighter on, if anybody can relate. It just adds this beautiful sheen. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I'm too excited. Okay, so now we're going to go here. So I'm going to go in with this. And I'm just going to touch the tops first to bring out all those wrinkles. I get too excited when I do these things. That's why I'm wacko, because I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Oh, let's try this. Let's try that. And then it turns into a long video and, you know, the whole deal. But look at this. Look at that, how pretty. And I just tore it because it was wet, but we'll pretend not to. It's so hard to show. It's like aluminum foil looking. Look at that. Oh, yes. Okay, let me just show you, though. The pearl copper, or whatever it's called. What's it called? Brushed pearl gold. I mean, it looks like you're brushing metal on something. And I'm going in hard now. So you can really see. Again, this is all up to how you want it. I'm just, you know, showing you. Oh. I'm going to have to do a giveaway on some of these because this is so good. Look at this. And you see the wrinkles. So you're going to see the wrinkles. You don't have to have wrinkles that much. You can have wrinkles whatever size, you know, whatever much you want. Like you see, if I pull this out more, don't rip it because I'm a monster. Call me Franken Ripper. But I can push my brush down. Like I said, I can do all the things. Now watch. I did not add any water. You see I'm kind of ironing it with my brush. Okay. And then, see how you still see wrinkles, but it's not as dramatic. Gorgeous, still gorgeous, but you don't have it as like over here where it's like, I want to say veiny, which, oh, she snorted on there. Unsubscribe. I'm a snorter. So you see what I'm saying? There are so many different ways to do it. And if you're doing silver, as in what I was asked by Grace, you can, there's so many different ways to do it. If you have the silver paint at home, use it. If you have to go out and buy paint or what have you, this does come in bigger things, the brushed metal. These are delightful. They have a million different colors. But just go get your metallic silver and do it. And it's just as pretty, you know. You could be like me, and this is what I do because I'm called LAZYTOWN, Laser Town. But look at the difference. Like it's aluminum foil. Look at that. And then I'm just going to push it out a little bit. Push some of them out. Look at me go. Do it the opposite way too, so you get them. Now, personally, this is my favorite because I love, I mean, that's really all it. I'm just playing at this point. But you know what happened to me? This is so stupid, and I'm just putting this in there. But I had a Stabilo pencil, and it fell into my paint water, and it literally melted like almost, it didn't melt like tons up, but like this much of my thing melted, like to where the water just kept melting it till I got it out. Okay, anyway. Stories with Kelly. That was the one of first of the year. So you see this. Now, if you want it to be, like I said, a base color, paint it whatever your base is that you want it to be. If you want it to be the silver, paint it silver on your plain paper, right? Like this. Paint it silver. Then scrunch it. Okay? After it's scrunched, you go back in and then you just tip with your dry brush more of that delicious silver to give you more of the texture. Okay? And again, I mean, this, look at that. And it's so hard because of the lights. This one looks like I picked up my dog's poop with it, but, you know, I didn't get to finish it, and I like to iron them out. And I'd probably put a little bit more, but this is one of my favorites right here. So you see how we have that water and how that did that? So if I take more of the brown real quick, just to show you exactly what I mean. So we got that. We got the scrunchies going in, just a dry brush. This, remember, this could be silver. It could be whatever color you want. And then look at this. And what happens is then that becomes your base. And I'm going to pick this up and show you, and then I'm going to let you go because I could just sit here and talk to you all day because my anxiety is going through the roof. But I wanted to get on here for grace. Okay. And you see how you got that dark and you got that light, and it just picks up all that delightfulness. It just will not show you good. It's a little bit better. Yeah. So, like I said, my camera's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Is that better? Maybe? You can definitely see how silver that is, huh? Yeah. Very pretty, though. And then you can rip this apart and use this in your collage. You can use it as a book cover. We're all doing junk journals, making our own journals and all that now. Do a whole page. You can use it as a junk journal. She's going to be using it on her wall. This is great. And if it's too many, you know, like too much texture, you know, you just flatten it out when you glue it down. Not a big deal. It's a lot of fun. And it's fun to do with the kids too, because, you know, you really can use all kinds of different colors. And sometimes kids have this imagination that like you just can't do yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes my nephew will do things and I'm like, oh, really? You know what I mean? Like I didn't think of it that way. So anyway, Grace, I hope this helped you a little bit. Any more questions, of course, just ask. It's hard to have have questions asked and like, I'm like, well, what about this? Or did you want to see that? You know what I mean? So I hope this helped. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. If you just found me or you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button down below, please, and that little bell. It'll notify you when you upload. Always ask. I'll show you guys whatever I can in my weird way. I'm all about saving money and you know, recycling, all that good stuff. So I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.